Hi children, this is Priyanka, Maths faculty. Previous class, we have learned about solution of quadratic equation by factorization method. In previous class, we have learned about solution of quadratic equation by factorization method. Now, we have to do some more examples. Some more sums from this exercise. See that. Solve root 2x square. Solve root 2x square plus 7x and plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. This is the given quadratic equation. Root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. We have to solve this equation by factorization method. Okay. Solution. Given equation root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. And multiply first term and last term. What we get? Root 2 into root 2 4. 5 4s are 20. Root 2 into root 2 becomes 4. Root 4 means 2. Okay? And 5 into 2, 10. 10x square. Once again, root 2 into root 2 means root 4. Means what? 2. 2 into 5, 10. 10x square. And this can be split into two terms so that the sum becomes plus 7x. That's why this 10x square can be written as 5x into 2x. 5x into 2x. 5 2s are 10x square. See here, plus 7x we want. That's why both will be plus symbols only. Okay, plus into plus plus. 5 2s are 10. X into x square. So, product is 10x is plus 10x square and they sum plus 5x plus 2x. They sum plus 7x. So, this equation can be written as root 2x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. Like this 2x, before I wrote no problem. Like this also you can write. That's why root 2x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. See, in the first two terms, we get root 2 is common. That is the root 2x. Root 2x is common. Root 2x is common. Still what is there? X only and plus root 2x is common. Here what is there? Again root 2 is there. Why? Because root 2 into root 2. Root 2 into root 2 what? 2 only. Means that's why if you, in the first two terms root 2x is common, still x is there plus root 2 is there. And next two terms 5x to 5 root 2 no, 5 is common. Only 5 is common. Then what is there remaining? X plus root 2. X plus root 2 is equal to 0. Okay now? This is a common one. Now again, in these two terms, x plus root 2, x plus root 2. Both are common. X plus root 2 is common. X plus root 2 is common. Still what is there? Root 2x plus 5 into root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. These two are two linear factors for this quadratic equations. So after we get linear factors, we have to equate to 0 for each linear equation. Each linear factor. So what is there? Therefore, x plus root 2 is equal to 0. And x is equal to plus root 2 becomes minus root and here root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. Root 2x is equal to minus 5 and x is equal to what? Minus 5 by root 2. Minus 5 by root 2. Therefore, x is equal to minus root 2 or minus 5 by root 2 are the two roots of given equation. These are the roots. So, like this, understand all of you? Now see, x is equal to minus root 2, minus 5 by root 2 are the two roots or zeros of solution. This is the method of factorization for finding the solution of given quadratic equations. Another sum we will see. Another sum. X minus, see that. Another example, solve x minus 3 by x is equal to x minus 3 by x is equal to 2. Is equal to 2. This is it a quadratic form? No. This is linear form. First we have to convert this equation to quadratic form by taking LCM. Okay na? See that. Given equation x minus 3 by x is equal to 2 and take LCM. Here x is LCM x into x square minus 3 by x is equal to 2 and this cross multiplication x square minus 3 is equal to 2x and 2x becomes minus 2x when you transpose from LHS. X square minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now this is the form of quadratic equation. Okay na? So after the forming quadratic equation, we have to solve again by factorization method. Now again multiply the first term and last term. We get x square into minus 3x square and splitting it into two terms so that the sum becomes minus 2x. That's why this can be written as 3x into 1x. 3x into 1x. 3 1 is 3x square and say middle term as having a minus symbol and the symbol we have to put to big number, other symbol small number. So see that minus 3x plus 1x becomes minus 2x. So this equation can be written as x square minus 3x plus 1x minus 3 is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. And in the first two terms, x is common. X of x minus 3 plus 1 of x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now x minus 3 into x minus 3. X minus 3 into x plus 1 is equal to 0. These two are two linear factors for this quadratic equation. Okay, now equate to 0 for the each linear factor. X minus 3 is equal to 0, x is equal to 3, x plus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 1. Therefore, x is equal to 3 or minus 1 are the two zeros. Two roots. Two zeros same as two roots of given equation. Given equation. This is the method of finding roots of a given quadratic equation by factorization method. Okay, these are the roots. Let us see some more sums. Here, working sums. The working sums are there. Let us see. When you see and when you are listening here, you have to pass on the video and note down the sum. Okay na? Pass on the video and note down the sum and do some more sums from textbook. Okay na? Now see some working sums. Let us see working sums. Find two numbers whose sum is 27. See that working sums. Find two numbers whose sum is 27, whose sum is 27 and product is 182. Product is 182. This is the given sum. Here is given. Find the two numbers whose sum is 27. Those two numbers sum of 27 and product is 182. Okay. Solution. Let us find out. Find the two numbers means let the one of the two numbers be x. Two numbers are given now. In that one of the number be x. Now what is the other number? Then the other number is equal to x 27 minus x. 27 minus x. Why? Because if you add these two numbers, their sum will be 27. That's why if one of the number be x, then other number be 27 minus x. If we add these two numbers, we get 27. 27 minus x. Why? Because since the sum of two numbers, is 27. The sum of two numbers is 27. Next, and given product of the two numbers is 182 and given that the product of the two numbers and given that the product of the two numbers is 182. That is x into 27 minus x is equal to 182. This is the sum equation. X into 27 minus x is equal to 182. Now simplify this equation. X into 27x minus x into x square is equal to 182. Now still simplify. Here I am writing. See here I am writing the LHS terms. We have transposed into RHS. X square minus 27x plus 182 is equal to 0. This is the required quadratic equation. See that? LHS terms you have to transpose to RHS. If you transpose minus x square to RHS, it becomes plus x square, and plus 27 becomes minus 27, and 182 is as it is. That's why this quadratic equation becomes like this: x square minus 27x plus 182 is equal to 0. Now factorize this. Factorization we learn now factorization. X square into 182, 182 x square, 182 x square. Now see there, split it into two terms so that the sum becomes minus 27. That's why 182 x square means how 182 2 into 91. Again here 7 into 13. That's why again we have to write this 2 7 are 14. 14x into 13x. 14x into 13x becomes 182x square, and 14x plus 13x 27. But minus 27 is there, no? We have to put both are minus. Both are. So here minus into minus plus 14 13s. 14 13s. 14 13s 182 x into x square. And if you add these two terms, minus 14x plus minus 13x becomes minus 27. So this can be written as like this: x square minus 14x minus 13x plus 182 is equal to 0. In the first two terms, x is common, x minus 14 is there, minus 13 common, x minus 14 is there, is equal to 0. Again x minus 14 is there, and x minus 13 is 13. These were two linear factors for this equation. Let's continue. Now each linear factor is equal to 0. Each linear factor is equal to 0. Therefore, x minus 14 is equal to 0, x is equal to 14, and x minus 13 is equal to 0, x is equal to 13. Therefore, the two numbers are 14 comma 13 or 13 comma 14. These two are given numbers. See that? First of all, you have to given something, you have to form as quadratic equation and factorize it method. Factorize it like this. Each factorize as two linear factors, and each linear factor equal to 0. So if you do like this, we get the two numbers. See that? If you add these, they somewhat 14 plus 13, 27, and 14 into 13, 182. Those two numbers sum of 27 and product 182. Like this we have to do. This is working sum. And then sum we have to see. Some another problem from exercise. Another problem, see here. Find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 630. Third sum, page number from exercise 109. Page number what? 109. Here is the sum given like this. Find two consecutive consecutive positive integers, positive only, yes, positive integers, sum of whose base is, sum of whose squares is 613. Sum of whose squares is 613. This is the given sum. What is given? Find two consecutive positive integers. Sum of whose squares. What is this here? Squares is 613. Okay. Now see solution. Consecutive integers means let us take x plus 1. Consecutive means line numbers. That's why let the two consecutive integers be x plus 1. X plus 1. X after x plus 1. Consecutive now, that's why. Sum of whose squares is 613. What is given? Given that sum of their squares is 613. That is x square plus x plus 1 whole square. X square plus x plus 1 whole square is equal to 613. Sum of whose squares now? X square plus x plus 1 whole square is equal to 613. Now, still simplify. X square x plus 1 whole square means this is in the form of a plus b whole square. A means x, b means 1. A square plus 2ab plus b square. That means x square plus 2ab, 2 into x is 1. 2x and b square means 1 square 1. And this 13 now, if you transpose that it becomes minus 613 is equal to 0. Okay, x square, this one. And you expand this, x square plus 2x plus 1. And in RHS 613 is there now. If you transpose to LHS, it becomes minus 613 is equal to 0. Still simplify, x square plus x square, 2x square and 2x only one term and plus 1 no minus 613. How much? Minus 612. This is the required quadratic equation. See, in all the three factors, there is 2 is common, isn't it? That's why if you divide with 2 on both sides, what we get? X square plus x minus 306 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. Now we have to factorize this equation. Okay, see that sum already over now. If you want to write and pass on the video and note down the sum and see here, this equation can be solved like this. X square plus x minus 306 is equal to 0. By factorization method, multiply with the first term and last term, 306 x square. And this can be split into 2 terms so that there is some here minus plus 1x. And how? Here I think 6 table, 6 into 51. And again this 51 can be written as 3 into 17, I think. Now see that 6 3s are how much? 18. 18 into 17. 18 into 17. 18 into 17 becomes 306. 18x into 17x, 306x square. And if you add these two numbers here, plus x now, here see that? X square into minus 3x square. We did wrong here, see that? X square into minus 3x minus 306x square. And that's why here one is minus, one is plus. Which one is minus, which one is plus? Here middle term symbol what? Plus. That will put into big number and other symbol small number. Now see here, minus into, sorry, plus into minus. Minus 18, 17, 306, x into x square. And if you add plus 18x plus minus 17x, we get plus x. Okay, that's why this can be written as x square plus 18x minus 17x minus 306 is equal to 0. Okay, now in the first two terms x is common. X is common. X plus 18 is there. And next two terms minus 18 is common. X plus 8 minus 17 is common. Here x plus 18 is there. And again here we get two linear factors. X plus 18 into x minus 17 is equal to 0. Here we got two linear factors. And now each linear factor is equal to 0. What we get? Therefore, x plus 18 is equal to 0. X is equal to minus 18. And x minus 17 is equal to 0. X is equal to 17. Here, see, he asked you to find two positive integers now. Two positive integers. See, if x is equal to minus 18, x plus 1 becomes what? Minus 17. If x is equal to 17, x plus 1 what? 17 plus what? 17 plus 1, 18. Therefore, the two positive integers are 17 comma 18. These two are two consecutive positive integers. Consecutive means line numbers. So if you multiply, if you square and multiply these two numbers, we get 630. 17 square 289, 18 square 325, 289 plus 324 we get 630. So that is only given. Sum of whose squares is 630 now. That's why if you square these two numbers and add, we get 630. Let us continue in the next class. Some more examples by factorization method. Okay? Bye children.